13 times before between Jorja Johnson and Leigh Johnson and Waters and Johns. First serve on the paddle of Leigh Waters.
And why not have the youngster come ripping through the middle of the court like she does? No one poaches better right to left because the two-handed backhand is so good. Look for that throughout the match.
Ben Johns follows it up with a big third shot drive. You won't always see that from him, but when you do, it's spicy.
Yeah, and I got an update from a very good source. His brother on the ankle injury, he said he's up to maybe 75 or 80%. That's great news for Leigh and Ben.
And there's the patented backhand roll with such perfect finesse from Ben Johns.
He'll be terrific at the kitchen line when he works his way up there because you're in a more stable position. I want to see how well he defends when he has to push off violently.
Just barely missing is Leigh Waters. Waters and Johns, two of the winningest athletes of all time in professional pickleball history. Jorja Johnson just recently turned 18 years old, originally out of South Florida. And she partners with her brother, J.W. Johnson. They've got incredible hand speed and a whole lot of talent.
Yeah, you mentioned that hand speed. Jorja thought she wasn't very good at the hands because she was always practicing with the dude that's got the fastest hands in all of the sport. Now hers have matched that, and that's what makes her so dangerous. She'll be firing away at Ben in front of her all day long.
Friendly fire on the side of Waters and Johns. Hopefully Ben is okay.
He's like, my ankle, and then seriously.
So a notable eye injury when he was younger limits his ability to see indoors, in addition to the ankle injury. Johnson wanted the lob to pull Waters and Johns off the kitchen, just a bit long.
Yeah, a little nervous here for Jorja. Doesn't lob a lot, throws that up well wide. Missed her first serve. She just got to settle in here.
There's the hand speed of the Johnson siblings.
Yes, he's called the flick wizard for a reason. Has that strong forearm, gets the ball down so quickly with the backhand. They just got to get that ugly zero off the board here and get going.
Away, J.W. Johnson and Leigh Waters with a triple crown still in sight. That will end today for one of them. In this matchup, Waters has 118 career titles to her name. The Johnson siblings, they've won one title together as a team, looking to increase that title count, but difficult when you have the world #1 in your way.
Yeah, they'll take all the freebies they can get as they get one there, and now they've finally dented the scoreboard, so let's see if they can get a little run. Great return from Leigh, just an inch inside the baseline. And those returns are so important in singles, but doubles too. You keep that opponent off the kitchen line.
Leigh Waters trying to get a little tricky.
Yes, because you can go around the post in our sport, and she took a look at it and then bailed on it and out-thought herself there.
Offside Waters. Off the poach, and J.W. Johnson goes for broke, hits it into the tape.
She's going to be like, I know you're hurt. Dude, I can handle this side. I got it. And there's the record. There is one win over there.
Point.
And there should have been a second earlier this year in San Clemente. He's not very good at playing hacky sack with a pickleball. That's how he rolled his ankle. Unbelievable in between matches the other day.
Don't do that at home, kids. But, oh my, J.W. Johnson gets an impossible ATP. And there's one way to teach around the post.
That is on the dead sprint and pulled it back there. Ben thought he hit a winner. No, J-Dub did.
Skipper off the tape for a second point.
Yeah, and J-Dub being in all three semifinals that you mentioned, Michelle, he's played a more aggressive style. When he does well in singles, it carries over.
And for the Johnsons, and to your point, J.W. Johnson will be in action against Hunter Johnson in singles later on today. He'll also be playing alongside Dylan Frazier in men's doubles. Busy slate of action for him.
If you wonder who drives the bus over there, it's the young lady, Leigh, screaming at Ben, let it go.
Point.
Driving the bus literally and figuratively.
Yes.
Leigh Waters travels with an RV to all of her events where she can recover in between her Triple Crown endeavors. And an ATP right back from Leigh Waters.
And that's really deep in the court, so you really have to have the right ball flight, hit the outside of the ball, and they are playing a rapid pace. That's 3 missed volleys coming forward to the kitchen line. Jorja has not been set. You got to set your feet.
Games are played to 11, best 2 out of 3, side-out scoring. And a game point quickly here for Waters and Johns in just 14 minutes shy.
Second serve. Game point.
Second serve on the paddle of Ben Johns, and a game point number 2.
10-2-2. Side out.
Funked it into the tape and side out for the Johnsons.
That's a big hold. If they can get 2 or 3, they may not win this game, but just have some confidence going into game 2.
Slimer finish for Ben Johns, and to your point, they've met so many times. 5 semifinal matches between these 2 teams this season, 2 finals. You mentioned the close score line for the Johnsons in San Clemente.
Foot fault.
Little half lob and a foot fault called on Jorja Johnson. That's the kitchen. You can't step in it or on the line.
And you can't use it to push off, and that's what happened there. So ball goes over to AL and Ben for another game point.
Second serve.
They're under complete siege, and Jorja says, not on my watch. What a shot there.
10-2-2.
Jorja Johnson, she's one of the best counter-attackers in the game. She says, if you notice, I won't use my own pace, just the pace of the drives coming at me, and that's the way game 1 will conclude.
Guaranteed pickleball play every week. No hassle, no paddle stacking lines, no worries. Join a pickleball league today and up your game with competitive, consistent, well-matched play. Connect with your local leagues, check live rankings on your phone, and play with ease. Whether you're there to socialize with your community, network across the net, or have fun playing your favorite sport, leagues are a stress-free way to enjoy your play. Find your closest league at pickleball.com and click Leagues today to get started.
When they played in the last tournament, they got run over 11-4, 11-5 by this team, and it is continuing.
Game 2 will start with another stout performance from Ben Johns.
Yeah, way too many errors from the Johnson duo, and you can see the 38 titles, just remarkable.
Point.
Drop from Leigh Waters could not be handled by Jorja Johnson.
1-0.
Waters will be in action for 2 more matches today, as mentioned, in women's singles and women's doubles. A slapper finish for Jorja Johnson. Says, you're going to test my line, I'm going to give it right back.
Love that response from Jorja, and she is an emotional player, needs some positivity.
Point.
But can't follow it up with a missed serve. A visit to the freebie factory, not what they need right here.
Miscue in the middle. Oh, and Jorja Johnson gets the last word in that sequence.
Yeah, AL found the get out of jail free card quickly there when neither one of them talked about that slow ball through the middle, but too much from that guy right there.
Point.
And J-Dub, when he wins, gets a beautiful necklace made from his jeweler, Todd Jones, in Dallas. He wants 3 here. He's in trouble on his first try here in mixed doubles, but what a team, almost a 70% winning percentage.
Waters on the attack down the line. J.W. Johnson was just 1 step behind it.
And we love mixed doubles on the Pro Pickleball Tour because the ladies just go after the guys. They're usually right in front of them. And with all the great talk of women's sports, everything equal here. And we love when there's 2 ladies and 2 dudes on the court.
Second serve. 2-1-2. Side out.
So ugly possession for Waters and Johnson. You can lose a match early on. Everyone likes to talk about the end, but right here is where the Johnsons can really get back into this and maybe get a lead.
Second serve.
Patient point between Waters and Johnson.
And you'll see a lot of that. The guys are looking to pounce. The ladies are trying to keep him away.
Jorja Johnson had the follow-up down the line, couldn't make it.
Does she know you don't get extra points for degree of difficulty? Full sprint off the shoe tops, inside out over the highest part of the net. That's all she tried.
Through the middle works. Ben Johns through his paddle up.
And that's one of those where the push off of the ankle, that's a ball he would usually get to. So his movement has seemed fine. That was the first indicator of he's not 100%.
And Waters crashes to the left, and Jorja Johnson was there in response.
Yeah, and again, playing well when receiving, you can only score when you're serving. Can they bring that here? And they're just making it too easy for the other side. Miss serve again.
1-2-2. Point.
Those two did keep it close in Kansas City at the final. They pushed Ben and Annalee to 5. Best 3 out of 5 on championship Sundays. Through the middle goes J.W. Johnson.
And that's the posture he has to take. Dare Annalee to go behind you. Get to one of those cross-court dinks before Ben does. Brilliant by J-Dub.
Took it right off the tape, didn't want to go, so the Johnson siblings will claim a 2-point lead now, and a quick timeout called by Annalee Waters.
Yes, she is the one that drives the bus here. Great response.
Sean McMahon, Dave Fleming here on the call. For the middle goes Jorja Johnson, a wide open gap.
Be on the line and reach in. Don't let that ball travel. Great job and perfect pace on that through the middle. Where's the center fielder?
3-point lead now for the 3 seed. Third shot drop. What's the reasoning behind the third for those new to our pickleball audience?
I'll answer after this rally. Double bounce. Annalee thought she got there. She didn't. The returning team has the advantage because the serve and the return have to bounce. So you, as the serving team, want to get up to that no volley zone of the kitchen, as we call it. And by dropping the ball, you can get up there and then make it 50-50.
Side out.
And if you bring pace into that man's hands, you will eat it. And J.W. Johnson and Jorja have warmed to the task. I love that they have found their best stuff here now. And now that means Annalee and Ben are going to have to up their level to match it.
There's a lob from Waters. Look out, Jorja Johnson, here she comes. Perfect use of the kitchen to get back up to it, too.
Yeah, and the unbelievable hands of J.W. Johnson, because it was full send from Annalee, and J.W. was all over it. And to finish the kitchen conversation, the forefathers of this great sport up in Bainbridge Island, when they figured this all out, didn't want the adults to have the advantage, so they pushed them back. And thus they created that kitchen line. And we've been sailing with that ever since. Similar dimensions to badminton and some of those ideas brought into this sport.
There's a reason it's the fastest growing sport in America. Beyond just the rules, it's accessible for all.
Easy to learn and hard to master. Everybody loves playing.
2-7-1.
And the patience of Waters and Johns pays off.
Yeah, but Jorja has held up very well here in game number 2.
Would you say that Jorja Johnson is the X factor on their side?
She is. And the aggressiveness of J-Dub. They have to have that together. They've only won 1 out of 15 against this team. So they got to have both. And in this game, they have.
Side out.
More great pressure from the Johnsons.
And the Johnsons got their mom, who's their coach, a happy birthday present by winning every match they played yesterday.
Birthday twins with Julie Johnson, are you?
Yes.
Second serve.
Birthday to Dave Fleming, by the way, our very own.
What a great privilege to spend it with you
7-3-2.
and all the pickleball fans across the country.
Just back is the call from
Side
Ben
out.
Johns.
I can't
And
rule.
a potential challenge looming.
After review, the outcome was overturned. The ball was in. 1 timeout
Challenge.
remaining. 2 timeouts remaining. Resume play
Way
at
to listen to your
8:02
sister,
with Johnson
J-Dub.
serving.
So they'll be able to keep that
Time.
challenge. They still have 2 available to
8-3-2.
use. To the Johnsons, you get 2 challenges per game. Crashing Jorja Johnson, inspired by Anna Leigh. Couldn't make it.
Yeah, and the timing has to be so perfect on that. Just a little late with the attack.
Left side, Waters takes over.
She's 2-0 over there. She's going to be stacking it, meaning she wants to play the left. That will not happen on Ben's watch, but she's got tape to prove it works. Wow, what hits from Jorja off the tape. I would panic. I'd go to Panic Anonymous when it goes off there and slam it into the back fence. That's great from Jorja. And that is not great from Jorja.
What a
You just
run.
can't have those dips against this team when you're 1 in 14.
That's it. Side out for the Johnsons. They will alleviate any sense of a run there for Waters and Johns.
And the dig by J-Dub in the middle of that rally was fantastic to keep it going.
And a perfect spot right at the injured feet of Ben
And
Johns.
there's the aggressive play and posture. J-Dub came way over. Look at where he is lurking.
She's been sensational at 17 years old, Jorja Johnson. J.W. Johnson hops the corner, hits the Ernie. Oh, and a foot fault is called on his way around it.
On the landing. So both, this is like a flight. Flight 2732's got to take off and land outside of the kitchen, and the landing hit the line. So it does not get that beautiful move to count.
Ben Johns for the side out.
2 ATPs. We got two points in one right there, and then a 5-hole winner beats J-Dub.
5-9-1.
Right back at him goes Jorja Johnson down the line on Ben.
So if you're going to drive it from the baseline and the opponents are standing there at the kitchen, it's got to be low. If they're hitting from their shoulders, it's going to be trouble.
Counter through the middle, makes it look easy, does JW Johnson.
And that would usually be scooped up from Ben, but he just doesn't have that full mobility. Smart shot selection from that guy.
Chance to earn a game point here for the Johnsons. And they will.
So just don't remember what happened the last time you had 5. They had match points at this very similar score line. So can they force a game 3?
Ooh, Jorja goes big, tries to get it through the middle. Has had success with that shot all game, and a game point number 2.
10-5-2.
Spot from JW Johnson, who puts his finishing touch on game number 2. An 11-5 finish, and we are going the distance in this mixed doubles semifinal, a 3rd.
But the Johnsons are playing terrific, and Anna Leigh usually pushes back heavy when she is down. Perfect through the middle and perfect pace. If it's up with pace, J-Dub is going to swat that right past her. And this team doesn't trail a lot, but when they do, they usually get back to the fundamentals, do it well, and then Anna Leigh goes bananas.
She's such a competitive fire, as does Ben Johns with limited mobility.
2-0-2.
What a counter from Jorja Johnson, whips it.
Yeah, and that's what we call getting that chicken wing. So the right hip all the way up to the right shoulder. It is hard to defend that in pickleball.
0-1.
Perfect spot for Jorja.
Point.
Routine missed return from Anna Leigh.
1-2-1.
I think the Johnsons staying close early is going to be important for their confidence. Wow.
Point.
2 in a row.
Unheard of for those 2 timeout calls.
Oh, he might.
After review, the out call stated the ball is out. Loss of challenge and loss of timeout. We have 1 timeout remaining, 2 timeouts remaining. Resume play at 2-2-1.
1 precious timeout for Anna Leigh Waters remains.
Because if she pulls the trigger on another one, then you can't challenge at all because you must have a timeout to challenge. So a lot of strategic impact of that decision right there.
Right off the shoe of JW Johnson. Ben Johns apologizing through his actions, perhaps.
Exactly.
To his partner.
Sorry, partner.
2-2-2. Side out.
And Leigh just runs the two-handed backhand in front of the forehand of Ben Johns and pulls the trigger.
Point.
Wow,
Deep.
missed returns in this game.
Yeah, 3 points.
3-2-1.
Slim margins, tough to give up any, and another one.
All 4 players have missed. So, all right, we'll just play to 9 here.
4-2-1. Second serve.
Anna Leigh anticipates so well. She ran to the angle, and then she just tries stuff that no one else would dream. She's trying to hit a winner through the Johnsons from there. Doesn't make it. All right. Left side AL again.
Great resiliency from Jorja and J.W. Johnson.
Yeah, but if Ben's going to be the right side player, he needs to let the forehand run there. Anna Leigh was on it.
2-4-1.
Just electric hand speed. What a firefight. And it's just too good when it's up on that backhand of Ben Johns.
Side out.
You almost never see a pro miss a serve wide down the tee, but that's what happened for J-Dub. They've got to clean this up.
So good on the reflex down the line. But those are the kind of points that creep up on you in this particular matchup, where might not seem super visible now, but down the stretch when Waters and Johns close in on you, could be costly.
Point.
That's a ball I'd love to see taken out of the air. It's like a shortstop that lets the bad hop play them. Go play the ball there, J-Dub.
Point.
Another one. This is a season. That's unreal. DJ trying to help the Johnsons. Plays Taylor Swift. Shake it off. They got to shake it off right now.
Unbelievable defense from J.W. Johnson.
Oh, keep the Taylor Swift coming, because they shook it off in a major way. They look like they were in huge trouble there. Wow.
I believe he came up with that crucial sign out. 4-point hole to climb out of. And J.W. Johnson attacks the backhand side of Waters. Can't get her body out of the way fast enough.
Yeah, Jorja, I've seen her bring J-Dub's level up with her enthusiasm. So
3-6-1.
here we go.
Point.
And another missed return. They're almost evening out there now.
4-6-1.
Still on a 1-2, 2 service chances for the Johnsons. This is the third shot drive to J.W. Johnson.
Terrific serve from Jorja. Got that sitter that J-Dub's going to maul in his singles match later. So a couple great looks that would have gotten them within one or tied, and they don't execute it.
Point.
Denied by the net. 3-point lead back to the 1 seed.
And just a wild roller coaster of play from the Johnsons here. Some unbelievable points and then a lot in the net. Anna Leigh is like, look, I'm a magician. I'm going to take this rabbit out of the hat. And J-Dubs, I see the rabbit.
Point.
And that happened a lot in the trouncing in game 1. Jorja not set coming forward on the return.
Side out.
That was not a fly on Anna Leigh. She is frustrated that she's not somebody that babies the ball very often. Did it there.
Second serve.
They just cannot find their best stuff. They did for one game. It is not there in game 3.
How much of that is mental, you think?
Certainly part of it.
Oh, what a track down on the lob for Ben Johns to get back to the kitchen.
How's that ankle? It's just fine right now because that's such a smart shot selection to challenge that injury, and he was there.
And a pop-up chance for J.W. Johnson will go down every single time.
Blunt force trauma, and that's what you got to do against this team that defends so well. Did you see the manipulation of the paddle? Get that up and then on the other side of your body and still get it down in a flash. That's why he's special.
Another lob, clearly part of the game plan for the Johnsons, just a bit long.
And I love a lob volley because it's more surprising. So you don't need it to be as good. I'd aim that 1.5 feet inside. It would have been just fine. Just pushed it deep. J-Dub flashed in front, and then I don't know how these ladies do it sometimes. All of a sudden there's a curtain and then the ball shows up.
That shot from Waters down the line on J.W. Johnson. He's committed to his right. Have a little look.
Yeah, this doesn't happen very often in J-Dub.
In the transition area, too, for Waters. Wow, so powerful. And a match point for Ben Johns and Anna Leigh Waters, looking to secure their 12th title on the year. They would have to get through another opponent on Sunday. And a miss into the net. Ben Johns and Waters through to a Grand Slam championship final.
On the big-time victory today, it took 3 games. Anna Leigh, what was the difference for you out there?
Yeah, I feel like the first game we came out firing, being super aggressive, and then the second game got a little too dinky. I think we kind of let our guards down a little bit, even though before the game we were like, all right, we've played the Johnsons a million times, and usually the first game we come out victorious, but usually they take the second game because I think we do the same thing every time where we just become a little dinky and then they come out firing. So third game, I think our strategy was just be aggressive again and kind of get a little bit more energy because, you know, that third game, if you lose that third game, you lose the match. So I think we brought it and finished on top.
Ben, I got to ask, how's that ankle feeling? You have men's doubles coming up later today, And are we going to stay away from soccer during the tournaments from now on, or what?
Yeah, no, it's felt better and better each day, you know, like 15% or so each day, and that's mostly due to the doctor on the sidelines working on it for a couple hours each day. Ice, hot water, brace, tape every day. So basically just locked it in the shoe here, and it's kind of immobile. So movement isn't perfect, but you know, it's not in too much pain. So there's that, and yeah, no more juggling pickleballs with my feet. I wasn't meant to play any form of soccer.
Leigh, there's a lot of tough mixed doubles teams out there. You guys, of course, being #1, but do you think that the Johnsons are probably the toughest team you guys go up against? And if not, who do you think is the toughest team you guys do face here on the Pickleball Tour?
Yeah, I feel like that team's consistently gone 3 games with us or made it at least a really tough match. I think we've been battling with them for a couple years now, and they've consistently gotten better as we've gotten better. I think we're both teams are getting better, and I think the matchups stay pretty consistently. I mean, our points are really good. Sometimes we'll play other teams, and maybe it's really close because we're making unforced errors, but against this team, you can't make unforced errors. You really have to play to your game and play pretty tight. At the kitchen line, I feel like we're moving the ball around a lot. I feel like it's a really good match for spectators to watch just because of how long the rallies do go and how fast some of the hands battles we have go. Ben, I think, had a crucial one at like 4-2 where he was on the defense and then somehow came on top. So I think the fans love watching that matchup, and I think it'll continue to be a good matchup for everybody.
We definitely love to see it. Leigh, Ben, congratulations on the win today, and best of luck in the rest of your matches today.